Om Shanti. Today's Avyakt BapDada revised Murli. 10 January 1991. Topic of today's Murli is: with a balance of 4 authorities, become a complete, perfect like the Father. Today, BapDada, the Almighty Authority, is saying the special powers of all His children. In today's world, there are 3 special powers. One is the authority of religion, the second is the authority of government, and the third is the authority of science. However, you Brahmin souls have 4 authorities. You have the first 3 authorities anyway, and as well as those, you also have a 4th authority, which is that of elevated action. Today's world lacks this 4th authority, which is called the authority of elevated action. You Brahmin souls are bringing benefit to yourselves and to the whole world through these 4 authorities. You clearly know that you have all these 4 authorities in you. And do you have all 4 authorities, or do you just have the authority of dharma, religion? You have all 4, do you not? The authority of religion means having the art of living a life of constantly elevated happiness. This is called dharma. This is dharana. The authority of government, ruling, means that as a bestower, you and your kingdom, that is your companions in action, experience a right to all attainments and contentment with a balance of love and power. A king means a bestower. Let there be the sound of the wonder of contentment from everyone. This is the true authority of government. The authority of government means to have the art of governing oneself while interacting with others. The authority of science means to have the art of giving the experience of practical fruit. Through science or through its instruments, the authority of elevated actions means to experience the instant fruit of action in the form of happiness and power. Along with that, to experience your future fruit to be accumulating, this is called the art of having the intoxication of the fullness of the treasures of action. Now consider whether you have all these 4 authorities in your life. The greatest treasure of all is the treasure of elevated action. If you do not have the treasure of elevated action in your life, then your human life is not an invaluable life, but a life like that of an animal. With which authority do you challenge the world? By saying that if you want to learn how to live, they should come here and learn. You issue this challenge, Baba said, do you not? Whether someone governs, is a scientist or a religious leader, you tell them all with spiritual intoxication, become a carefree emperor and just see. You are emperors, are you not? You experience true bliss in life, do you not? Who has the greatest treasure? You say this with authority that we have. The world has 3 authorities, whereas you have 4. To have a balance of all 4 authorities is to have the stage of being complete and perfect life like the Father. What will you do during the year of Tapasya? Check these 4 authorities. With the support of all 4 authorities, your seat of a constant stage will remain unshakable and immovable. One always does tapasya on a special seat, so the four legs of the four authorities will make the seat of a stable stage strong. They will constantly enable you to experience being a carefree emperor. An emperor means one who always has a right, whereas a subject means one who remains dependent. So you are a carefree emperors, not carefree subjects. You are governing Raj Yogis, not Praja Yogis, subject yogis. What is the visible sign of such carefree emperors? The greater the authority, the more respect they give to others. They do not just have authority. Someone with authority can be recognized by the respect they give. You have just heard that the sign of a worthy ruler is that there is a shower of flowers of contentment from everyone, that there are songs of wonder from them. Have you claimed such authority of governing? First of all, check your close companions in actions, your physical senses. Do they always work under the orders of myself? The soul, the ruler with the love and power, that is with love and law. Or do they only sometimes work in order? Do you move along under compulsion or do you work with love? Do you only superficially work with them or do you work with them with your heart? In the same way, look at your whole day's timetable, your relationships of action and your companions in action. Along with that, look at all the souls who come into actions with you. How many and to what percentage do you souls remain content and cheerful with me? The soul who has a right of the kingdom, this is the real experience of having the authority to rule. How will you check the authority of science? Physical instruments of limited science bring a limited experience of happiness and comfort. Your science is the power of yoga. Yoga is the greatest science of all. There it is instrument sadhana, whereas here it is spiritual individual sadhana. How far can you take yourself, the soul, with the spiritual individual of your mind and intellect? Limited scientists have not been able to reach the sun. How much time does it take you unlimited scientists to go beyond the sun and the moon with the spiritual endeavor of your minds and intellects? How much does it cost? It is said of time is money. It doesn't take physical money. It doesn't even take the money of time. How great science is. It gives pleasure through all air conditioning and comfort and rest. Whereas with your spiritual endeavor, you can experience the stage of coolness whenever you choose. You can also experience a form of fire, a form of power whenever you choose. Limited science is instrument in giving comfort for a short period of time, whereas you constantly remain in comfort. You sleep comfortably, you wake up after resting, and you act peacefully and comfortably. Do you ever become restless? You become restless when you get off your seat. Otherwise, there is no mention or trace of restlessness. What else does science do? It provides instruments for entertainment. However, your minds never become unhappy that they need to be entertained, for you only become sad when you become slaves. So do you become slaves? Baba asked. Do the sanskars of 63 births sometimes emerge? You have now become emperors, have you not? So neither do you become a slave nor do you become unhappy. This is why your mind stays in pleasure. You stay in pleasure when you are in solitude, and you also stay in pleasure when you are in a gathering. You constantly stay with the Father, the Master, who is the bestower of pleasure, do you not? Or do you sometimes sulk? Don't ever sulk. Never turn your mind or your face away, so check yourself in this way as to the extent to which the authority of science stays with you eternally. The same applies to the authority of religion. Religion, dharma means the art of living an elevated life. This dharana is dharma. All of you are dharmatmas, righteous souls, and souls who perform elevated actions. Check and see, do I lead a Brahmin life? A Brahmin life means one that is constantly free from thoughts based on vices, free from obstacles, free from performing sinful actions, and to be constantly incorporeal while corporeal. This is known as having the art of living. It is a life in which there are no desires, where nothing is unattainable, and where you constantly sing the song, I have attained that which I was looking for. This is known as the authority of religion. Now think, do I have all four authorities? Are all four legs equal, or is one shorter or another longer than the other? Only when all four legs are equal will you remain unshakable. Otherwise there will be upheaval. So did you hear what Baba said today? Saturday, to what extent has each of you children accumulated all four authorities? You are the one who live in happiness. Are you not? If you are living out of compulsion, I am moving along, I have to move along, that is not called living. If you are sometimes alive and at other times dead, or if your breathing sometimes stops or sometimes becomes slow or sometimes fast, that is not called living. A sister was having some difficulty. So Baba asked, do you know how to put a full stop in a second, or does it take time? Science means to let the past be the past and to put a full stop. Science erases things, does it not? With the authority of unlimited science, put a full stop in a second. You have been given a golden chance to do tapasya, because in the final paper, the 5 elements of nature and the 5 vices will all come together from everywhere to try and cause upheaval. Only those who remain unshakable in a second during huge upheaval will pass with honors. Do not think that at the end you will take the paper, sitting in solitude somewhere. The paper is to be totally unshakable in extreme upheavals. This is the question that will be put to you. Therefore, practice it from now. External upheavals should not cause any upheaval in the mind. This is known as being a victorious jewel. Acha, and to all the righteous souls everywhere who have the authority of elevated religion, to the souls who are embodiments of spiritual endeavor, who have the authority of unlimited science, to the souls who have the right of self-sovereignty with the authority of ruling, to the karma yogi souls who have the authority of elevated action, love, remembrance, and namaste to those in all 4 directions from BapDada, the Father who makes you into carefree emperors. Namaste. Good morning, Baba. Thanks. Baba's Dada giving greeting to teachers. Acha, today the teachers have renounced their seats. So, as a result of this renunciation, please accept special love and remembrance. It is the duty of the teachers to make others move forward. It is good that you demonstrated this with your practical action. Therefore, congratulations for this. Acha, many cards and letters have been received from the double foreigners as well as from those in this land. There are the cards kept. They are very carefully kept in the tiny container of the heart, as well as the children who have spent special love and remembrance for the new year. Congratulations to all the children for the newness at every moment for the new year. Congratulations, today become examples and show the world what the wonder of the stage of being a Karam yogi is. Those who become examples receive extra marks at the time of their exams in drama. Avyakt BapDada meeting groups. You are easily experiencing an elevated stage by being in the Father's company, are you not? By experiencing the Father's company day and night, you will easily continue to have elevated experiences because Baba says, because by being close you receive power. Just as you find it easy to remain close in the corporeal form, in the same way, the more you continue to pay attention to the Avyakt form, the more easily you will continue to experience that. All of you are constant yogis, are you not? You are those with a yogi life. A life is for all time, not just for 2 hours. Once you have experienced the Father belonging to you and you belonging to Baba, how can you become separate? In a constantly yogi life, you experience super sensuous joy and bliss, and you do not even have to make effort for that. Something that is difficult is only done sometime, whereas you are able to do things that are easy all the time. So, do you find it easy or difficult? Maya does not come, does she? At this time you are intoxicated and so Maya is not visible. When you return home, you will say, what can we do? It just happened. The stage of those who are constant is good. What else do you have that is elevated apart from the one Father? Firstly, you love something that is elevated, and secondly, you love someone who is lovely. So the loveliest and the highest of all is the Father, is he not? So what else would you remember? Simply continue to check yourself every now and then. If the percentage is little less, increase it. There will then be no margin for Maya to come. However, what happens is that while moving along, your stage becomes ordinary and you think, I have remembers anyway. I have not forgotten Baba. However, while becoming ordinary, you move forwards forgetfulness. Therefore, you do not allow your stage to become ordinary. If your percentage becomes low, add a little more and you will remain constantly powerful. Maya does not have the courage to come in front of a powerful soul. This time is wasted when Maya comes and you then have to battle and the link is broken. There is a difference in being constant when there is a broken link. Therefore, do not allow your stage to become ordinary. Do not delude yourself thinking that you have the Father's remembrance anyway. No, but am I always an embodiment of remembrance? To be an embodiment of remembrance means to be powerful. Sometimes it is not the big vices of lust, greed, anger or attachment that come, but it is your own nature or your own sanskars that make your stage ordinary. This is Maya coming in the form of carelessness. You study every day. You also listen to the Murlis and do service, but you are not like you should be. You do move along, but at what speed? As well as just moving along, your speed should be good. The Father constantly sees the children as elevated and has the pure desire to see a constantly elevated. Acha, all of you are those who perform elevated actions, those who have the authority of elevated actions. You have accumulated a treasure store of elevated actions. Baba asks, have you not? For how many births will it last? How much have you accumulated? Will it last for the whole cycle or for 21 births? Even after half the cycle, you will be worshipped. You become worthy of worship when you accumulate in your account of elevated actions. Look, even your last birth is so good. You have not become beggars, have you? you have dal roti to eat. So just as your last birth is good, so your other birth would not be of deep sorrow either. It is in comparison to the happiness that you had that you feel sorrow, but otherwise you do not experience sorrow. Whereas you have to beg for food like the fakir, you do not experience deep sorrow like the world does. However, in comparison to the golden age, there is some sorrow. Acha, it is the luck of the teacher that you win a lottery for serving. Everyone wins a lottery, but you gain a special lottery for serving. All of you are also happy to see the teachers, are you not? Or do you feel why are the teachers in front? Those who place the others in the front are themselves automatically in the front. Those who give regard to others definitely receive regard. This is an eternal law. To give means to receive, and to take means to lose. When someone tries to take and thinks, I should receive regard, why are they not giving me regard? Then to chase around wanting in this way means to lose, whereas to give means to receive. So are you bestowers, children of bestowers, or are you those who want? That is means those who give. It is good. The father is happy and the children are happy, so what else remains? Teachers are the happiest of all because they experience happiness when they see students. Acha, blessing is, may you be a constant bestower of happiness and finish all name and trace of sorrow with your soul conscious attitude and vision. The world of Brahmins is unique and their vision and attitude are unique. Those who have a soul conscious attitude and vision, as they move along, cannot have any name or trace of sorrow come to them. This is because there is sorrow when there is body conscious. If you forget body conscious and are an embodiment of soul conscious, you have happiness and only happiness. Your life is full of happiness and become a life of giving happiness. You constantly sleep on a bed of happiness and are always an embodiment of happiness. Slogan, look at yourself and remove all your weaknesses and you will receive God's love. Om Shanti. Thank you, BapDada. Om Shanti.